Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Joel, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Back with another review in my spooktacular October. This time I bring to you Rob Zombie's Halloween from 2007. Despite after the disappointment of Halloween Resurrection, and they wanted to try and continue on with the series from there on, it got scrapped, despite Resurrection got dissed big time. But anyway, Rob Zombie, after he had directed the cult classics House of a Thousand Corpses and its sequel The Devil's Reject, he decides to tackle the John Carpenter classic with a big reimagining, with a little in-depth details on what drove young Michael Myers to go completely insane. Now, I've seen this in both forms, theatrical and unrated versions. The unrated version was what I saw first. Now, of course, I saw the theatrical version, which I believe it was last year when I watched it. But however, I've had my mixed thoughts on this, but I think this is not too bad of a reimagining, but I'll explain more about that later. Anyway, the film stars a pretty decent cast, including Malcolm McDowell as Dr. Sam Loomis. He's pretty good in this. Not as good as Donald Pleasence was, but still good though. And let's see, now we also have Scout Taylor Compton as Laurie Strode. Brad Dourif, the original voice of Chucky from the Child's Play franchise, as Sheriff Lee Brackett. Danielle Harris, who was best known for playing Michael's what would have been former niece, Jamie Lloyd, in the 4th and 5th movies. I'm saying former because soon when Halloween H2O came out, they erased the character's existence, playing the role of Sheriff Brackett's daughter, Annie. Let's see. Christina Klebb as Linda, the role that was played by PJ Soles in the original. Let's see. Also in this is Skylar Gisondo as Tommy Doyle, and Jenny Greg Stewart as Lindsay Wallace. Anyway, and there's also more. There's Dee Wallace. Most people know her from E.T., Cujo, and the Critters movie, and its more recent sequel, Critters Attack, which I'll be reviewing the Critters series next week, as Laurie's mother. And Pat Skipper plays her dad. And let's see who else I can find. Oh boy. Let's see. Also is Sherry Moon Zombie, Rob's wife, as Deborah Myers, and William Forsythe as her husband, Ronnie. I say, aka Michael's stepfather. Anyway, now I actually liked how this movie starts. We start out in Haddonfield. Well, a 10-year-old named Michael Myers is having some really gruesome time messing with mice and what have you, gutting them and what have you. Wearing a clown mask, everybody makes fun of him, and soon gets into big trouble by a school bully, who was played by Daryl Sabara, best known for playing Junie in the Spy Kids franchise, and I know is married to Megan, all about that bass trainer. Yes. So anyway, soon Michael really goes insane on Halloween night when his sister Judith doesn't take him trick-or-treating. He manages to even the score, murdering well, actually, I scratched that. Ronnie's actually Michael's mother's abusive boyfriend, not a stepfather yet. My mistake, everyone. Like I said, it's been some time since I've seen it, even though it was last year. But anyway, he kills him and Judith and her boyfriend, Steve. Soon, Michael is found guilty of first-degree murder and sent to Smith's Grove Sanitarium under the watchful eye of child psychiatrist Dr. Samuel Loomis. Michael initially cooperates him, but claiming no memory of the killings, his mother visits him regularly. But however, Michael becomes more dissociative, fixating on papier-mâché masks, and withdraws from everyone around him, even his mother. When he kills a nurse as his mother's leaving from one of her visits, she is unable to handle the situation and commits suicide. Yep. Now, soon after all that, Michael's now grown up after continuing to make him masks and is now played by Tyler Mane, who, of course, a few years before this played Sabretooth in X-Men, and later on next month you'll see him in the new family flick Playing with Fire with John Cena and John Leguizamo. So anyway, he manages to escape from the sanitarium, killing everyone, including, I believe, his orderly, who was played by Danny Trejo. That was a pretty creepy, gruesome kill. Excuse me. Soon, he escapes from Smith's Grove and kills a trucker named Joe Grizzly for his clothes and makes his way back to Hanfield. Michael arrives at his now abandoned childhood home on Halloween, where he recovers the kitchen knife he took and Halloween mask he stored under the floorboards the night he killed his sister. Meanwhile, Laurie and her friends prepare for Halloween. Laurie plans to take care of Tommy Doyle and well, you know the rest. Meanwhile, Linda meets up with her boyfriend Bob at Michael's home, but Michael appears and murders them and then takes out Laurie's parents as well. But anyway, Dr. Loomis was a lawyer and arrives to Hanfield and meets and checks with the caretaker of the cemetery, played by Sid Haig, whom we sadly lost not so long ago last month. Of course, he appeared in Zombie's other two flicks, House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, and its more recent sequel, Three from Hell, which will be coming to DVD later on this month. And Blu-ray, sorry. Anyway, well, he meets with Sheriff Brackett and informs him about this. They head to the Strode home, with Brackett explaining along the way that Laurie is really Michael's baby sister, whose real name was Angel, having been adopted by the Strodes following their mother's suicide. And then he convinces Laurie to babysit Lindsay Wallace so that she can meet with her boyfriend Paul. They return to the Wallace home and have sex. But Michael kills Paul and attacks Amy, but she survived though, unlike the original, sorry. Bringing Lindsay home, Amy's really hurt on the floor when Laurie finds out. Badly injured but still alive, and soon calls 911. But Michael attacks Laurie. But anyway, now for the ending. You got 5 seconds to stop before I continue. Okay, now the ending is quite similar to the original. Laurie manages to get back to the Doyle household and manages to try to stop Michael, but it's been a tough one. But soon she really gets the real bloodbath when she kills him. Well, not actually kill him, but shoots him down. Well, well, even when Michael tries to show Laurie that she is his sister, present a picture of them with their mother. But apparently Laurie stabs him, Michael chases her, but Loomis arrives and shoots him. But Michael recaptures Laurie and heads back to the house. But Loomis again intervenes, but Michael subdues him. Laurie takes Loomis' gun and runs upstairs, but Michael corners her on a balcony and charges her head on, knocking both over the leg, and Laurie awakens on top of an unconscious Michael and shoots him in the head. And boy, Laurie begins screaming hysterically as the police arrive. And that's how the story goes. Anyway, Halloween, which was released by Dimension Films, despite it was really dissed by critics, it did, however, manage to do pretty well, as a matter of fact. The film went on to make $80 million at the box office, and will go on to go ahead and present a sequel a little more slightly different than the original Halloween 2, which I'll be reviewing next time. So, but what did you think of Rob Zombie's Halloween? Let me know in the comments section. Like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Now, before I go, I will say I have a little bit of respect for the movie now, because I did like the origins beginning of Michael, which that was a good aspect, and seeing a little more of what we never got to see in the original. So I gotta give Rob Zombie credit for that. So that's one of my real big positives. Some are negatives, but they're hard to explain. But anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about Halloween from Rob Zombie. Again, let me know what you thought in the comment section. Thank you again for watching. Until next time on the Big D's saying, see ya.